Good afternoon. This is Jim Whitehead. How are you today? I'm good. Thank you. Anyway, what we did yesterday, we talked about 10 things that are great about dogs. And to have equal time, we're doing 10 things about cats. And again, we'll try to do more and more and more. And thank you again for being here. A little late today getting on. Sometimes just the way it goes. Okay, let's talk about our cats. Okay, first of all, cats have super senses. Cats have an incredible sense of smell, hearing, and vision. They can even see in the dark. They're pretty cool, aren't they? And they know what they want, but they're also very good companions. Okay, they're also very flexible. Now, this is not anything you probably have heard before, but cats have a very flexible spine, allowing them to squeeze through incredibly small spaces. Now, again, we pull these pictures where, it's AI. Yeah, I know. But you'd never find good pictures. Some of them aren't perfect for what we're describing. But anyway, moving on. Cats are perfect sleepers. Cats spend about 16 hours a day sleeping, which is essential for their health and well-being. Boy, I'll tell you, it's good we don't have to sleep that much. As you get older, you try to sleep a little more than that. Not more than 16 hours. I sleep about 8, 9, give or take. Now, here's a bunch of them sleeping, and boy, they're having a ball. So, what also, and this is where most people would say, I think cats are afraid of water. Well, there might be a little more now, but while many cats dislike water, their ancestors were excellent swimmers. So there you go. And maybe only because we don't do a lot with our cats in the sense, let's go for a swim. We're going to take you to the beach. They might say, hey, I actually like this. Okay. The cats are what we call silent hunters. Cats can retract their claws, making them almost silent hunters. Now, they don't generally have to hunt. We feed them, and that's kind of good. But if they were on their own and they had to survive, hopefully they would be able to. Now, cats are also what we consider clean freaks. Cats spend a significant amount of time grooming themselves, keeping their fur clean and healthy. Now, just a little flashback, if you've watched me before, we were in Davie, Florida. That's 90 miles east of here. We're in Naples. And for about 3 to 4 years, much to many people's dismay, I took care of the feral cats. I would feed them twice a day. And they would come and they would know when it was time to eat. And even though these were cats that are outside all the time, and they wouldn't even let me pet them, which actually bothered me, but it wouldn't be where I would say, well, I'm not feeding you anymore because you won't let me pat you, because they're afraid. Unfortunately, some people don't like animals, and they act that way. And people in the neighborhood were a little angry at me because I was feeding the cats. And one of those things you'd say, well, I don't let animals die. Yes, I can't get real close to these cats, but I feel good that I was taking care of them. And believe this or not, obviously we're over here. The only thing we see in our yard are rabbits. And a couple days ago, I did the presentation of all the animals in this Naples area that we're in, which is really like in the middle of the woods, which is pretty cool. In fact, if it wasn't so hot, I was going to go and I know we have some brown bears that live in the woods right next to us. It's a 5-acre tract of land, and I'm pretty sure they're in there. Now, I don't know how they would feel me coming upon them because, again, yes, I can walk softly and slowly, but they certainly have much more and better hearing than I do. So, anyway, cats, even within what the point I was saying with these cats, they still clean themselves and they look great. And truthfully, since I don't tell you a lie, I still pray for them every night because I felt bad. Because when we moved, we had to leave them. One, they would have never let us take them and, bring them over here. So, sad, but sad. Pray for them every night. And I hope somebody's taking care of them. Anyway, I don't ask because, you don't want to feel worse than you feel. Okay, so moving on, cats have been domesticated for thousands of years and were revered in ancient Egypt. Cats were loved back then. And I understand that. And look at them. How can you look at this and say, I don't like you? Now, the cat might be saying, they have the right, I don't like you, but you should like me. Anyway. Now, what's interesting, and it doesn't really get into related to the picture issues. By the way, I have to look over to my right every once in a while because I'm recording this. This is live. It's live. I'm alive. And you got to make sure everything is working the way it should. And obviously I'm looking at myself in a monitor of knowing that you're seeing me, and I look over to make sure my audio is as best it can be. Now, you get better as you move forward in the YouTube journey, and audio is one of the most important things. But anyway, a cat's tail, now that's the tail itself, can communicate a variety of emotions from happiness to fear. And I know we try to interpret it ourselves and say, are they angry? Are they this? Are they this? Or are they that? Also, cats are dreamers. As I said yesterday, cats dream. And that's part of REM sleep, rapid eye movement. And if you have a night and you don't get enough rapid eye movement sleep, which is when you're dreaming, basically, even if you are in bed the same amount of time and it's not that you're up in the middle of the night, you won't feel as rested if you haven't had enough dream sleep. So, just like humans, cats experience REM sleep, which means they dream. Now, my little Jamie, CEO of All Power Group and Phoenix Animal, she, when we're on the couch with my wife, she falls asleep and starts to dream. And she's a little bit of a barking, and you can feel that she's actually in a dream. She's chasing someone and barking. And you go, oh, man, this is cool. You know, since we can't watch us dreaming, we watch Jamie dreaming. Anyway, it's fun. Okay, they're also what we call social butterflies. While often seen as a solitary creature, cats can be very social and form strong bonds with their human companions. You know, we joke about, cats dogs are like, oh, I'm so glad you're home when you've been out and you come back. And cats are, and we joke, cats say, you're late. So anyway, dogs are good human companions and cats are good human companions. Anyway, that's about it. I hope you learned something today about cats. Some of it you probably knew, some of it you didn't. But if you can, go give your cat a big hug and kiss. Okay? Anyway, thank you. And again, my best to everybody in the affected area with Helene. And I'm sorry that I keep bringing it up, but it's always on my mind. And, it's sad, really. And you want us to hopefully turn our environment a little bit around. And there's a big debate on climate change, but bottom line, we know that it's warmer down here than it was. In fact, every summer since 2014, the summers are hotter. So, the water's warmer. I can go on and on and on. And in South Florida, either east or west, I got to be honest, the summers are just not fun. And, unless you can get to the beach and get into the ocean, yada, 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 or the Gulf in this case. So anyway, I want to thank you very much for being here and to listening to me. It just means so much to me. And please take care, and God bless you all.